go live and see what happens. I don't know.
Dark Helmet in the
What's the
stream
worst?
says with
What's
a
the worst that can happen?
0.0 regular chat, scumbags.
Let's go live.
And that
All
is
right.
the opening line. Ah!
I think we might be live. I think
You are live. We're live. Don't end
Hi, Dark
accidentally.
Helmet. Hello, and welcome to you, scumbags. Well, who are you referring to?
Me, the man who.
If you're referring to lawyers and insurance salesmen, ding, 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 ding.
I have. Speaking of lawyers, man,
my father's
I'm
a lawyer.
drunk, and I've
He's
been
in
praying
prosecution.
really hard for Nick. I won't say his last name, but people can put two and two together. We're not going to grift off him. We're not going to talk about him, but he's going through a fuck ton right now. Nick is, and I've been praying for you, buddy. Really have. Like, hang in there, man, and kick that fucking addiction to the curb, dude. I watched you during the Rittenhouse trial. That's how I was introduced to you and a couple of other YouTube lawyers. And
maybe he just needs to cut the addiction.
Was you gonna play that on loop? We're already live, bro.
I meant to play that on loop.
You were meant to play that on loop as if we were preparing for the stream, but we're already live. It's too late now.
Are we live?
Yes, we are.
Yes. Shit. Rod, you're supposed to tell me about these things. You're my production manager.
Wait, hold on.
What am I supposed to say?
I don't think anyone's watching. No, there's only two of us.
No, we got Dark Helmet.
Literally, no, the two of us are.
We're live. Rod, do you want me to take this for you? Canadian Spider-Man, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we're live, man. We're fucking live.
Yeah.
Doing it live.
No, you're not deep enough.
Yeah.
Rod is deeper.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, no, it's deeper whenever I'm more sober. When I'm paying attention, I'm deeper, but obviously, I'm not paying attention right now. I'm kind of
you're not quite paying attention there.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention. But wait, man, there we go. That better?
No.
Yeah,
I don't. It is complimentary.
Needs some work.
I would.
No, it's better when I'm sober and I do it right. It's better when I'm sober and I'm doing it right. I'm drunk and I have no.
But certainly, Tony, at no means do you. Yeah,
it's all good fun.
You're almost nailing it, and you're never mocking. You're complimentary.
It's always any YouTuber now. I can still nail Dark Helmet. Check this out. I'm Dark Helmet, and Tony just talked about him nailing me. I feel offended. I'm gonna leave.
You did Admiral Teague really well, man. Like out of the blue. Did you practice that, or did you just pull that out of your ass?
That is a funny story. I pulled.
Was that a spur of the moment thing?
That was straight out of the poop chute. I'm not gonna lie. That was straight out of my butt.
Dude, you nailed Admiral Teague. I don't know if you're listening, but Tony did you service, man. I thought, like, Rod, you heard that, right? Like, that was pretty straight.
It's only because I know the New York accent and multiple dialects, including ones that are obsolete, no longer in use, like FDR.
Yeah.
New York is a city that I love, and I hope to one day visit. New York is a titular, iconic city on the East Coast. When you look at New York, when you look at the Big Apple, you see America. And that's the way it is. New York is America. America in a nice, neat little box of approximately 98 million people.
It's approaching 6:45 a.m. in New York right now.
Likewise here in down here in the boondocks here in good old Kentucky. And you know what I'm doing? I'm drinking me a little bourbon and hanging out with my pals. I know I have a show later on today, but you know what? I'll be up and I'll be performing that with bells on. Best believe that.
It is 3:45 a.m. here in British Columbia.
Good morning, sweetheart. Hopefully you're here.
3:45, so it's still well dark here. I'll tell you what.
You're actually reaching where you're further north, the angle of the planet. You're British Columbia, right? No, you're Vancouver.
Well, I'm 5 Do you know where Kelowna is? I'm an
You're
hour
Kelowna?
outside of.
Hold on, hold
I'm an
on.
hour outside of Kelowna.
Okay, hold on.
So,
Doing the math.
Yeah.
Okay.
So about 5.5 hours east.
Latitude 68. What is today? The 27th of May. You will be approaching sunrise at no later of your time than 7:49. And if you want to quote me on that, we'll talk to you in approximately an hour and 4 minutes.
Are you affecting the weather?
No, I just did a little astronomy and math to gauge your relative location, latitude and longitude, angle of the planet as relativity to the sun based on seasons, location, and yeah. So 7:49. No, not 7:49 your time. No, 5:49 your time. Sorry, I forgot.
I didn't.
An hour and an hour and 4 minutes from now, you'll see sunlight. An hour and 4 minutes from now.
I was gonna say the 7.
Hey! I'm drunk and I did the hard numbers. Give me some credit.
5:49. Well, yeah.
5:49.
So I can still go outside
to take a piss.
And without like an exposure charge, because if it's night, I don't think you can be charged at night. I think you can be only.
You can't be charged at night if you're just pissing out your front door. I do it all
the time. That's
right.
But during the daytime, I think you can be charged for exposure,
which is a reason why I didn't do it, because it's 6:45 here, and I hear the sparrows.
So I have
and I see the sunlight.
It's very important.
You have approximately an hour and
Rod Thunderheart. How about yourself, my friend?
Rod is currently speaking of pissing.
No, and speaking of which, basing this remark on Dark Helmet's latest remark, I'd just like to say, I don't care how nice the hand soap smells.
You know what? I'm going to pull up Google.
I don't care how good I don't care how good the hand soap smells. You should never come out of the bathroom smelling your hands.
3:45 where you're at. Hold on. I'm doing a cross reference by actually Googling to see how close I got. Sunrise today. Holy shit! I nailed it. Actually, I was off by 9. I was off by a minute and a half. You're going to see sunrise. You're going to see sunrise in an hour, and you're actually going to see sunrise in an hour and 12 minutes. So actually, I was 10 minutes off.
Not if I'm blind drunk.
I had to go look. I had to double check. It's like, because as I was doing my math, but you're an hour out.
You literally Googled Kelowna, BC.
I had to because I wanted to make sure that my estimates was true, because I know latitudes and longitudes, most of which by heart, angle of the planet per season by heart, because I'm kind of like a novice astronomer, another one of the many hobbies I don't talk about. So I had to double check just to see if I had that in
astrology mind. Is bullshit.
And I said astronomer, not astrologer.
I know there's a huge difference.
One
takes accountability, the other takes no accountability.
No, one is science, the other is cold psychology.
Because they don't want. Yeah, exactly.
Hail to Keep It 6 in the chat. He says, "Good morning. Didn't know there would be a stream." Well, we didn't know either, but here we are.
Yeah,
you know what? If you guys will indulge me, I'll go ahead and I'll lead us out.
Wait a minute. How is Kevin 6 still up?
He's probably waking up to start his day.
No, but he was just awake like 4 hours ago on another. Like,
do you understand that you only need one REM cycle? You need one REM cycle, Canadian Spider-Man. That is 90 minutes.
I need no REM
function
cycle.
for 24 hours.
Yeah.
You know that? Hail to Mr. Angel of the chat. Thank you for swinging by to the after party matinee after Friday Night Frolics. Good to see you. Can I go ahead? Hail to Skogs. Good to see you, Skogs. How you been, man?
Hail Skogly.
Is it not Monday?
Nice.
I think it's Monday.
It's Monday, baby.
Monday.
It's Monday, yeah.
So we are way past Friday Night Frolics, my friend.
No,
Did
I'm thanking him for hanging out with me Saturday morning after the FNF because he was there 4 days ago.
Oh, hey. No, it's I do pretty good in 4 hours. Yes, that's what she said. No, it's not a random stream. It's sometimes I'm up at this hour and
Yeah.
just want to. Well, and
Can
not
I
that
sing
I'm.
this song by Gordon McRae? I feel like it's appropriate given that it is 7:00 here, almost my time, and we're almost past Good Morning America without Bryant Gumbel, sadly. I've been wanting to sing all night.
Go for it. You have.
All right.
You know what, Rod? Can we give Tony the mic for a few minutes and
shoot? Go ahead.
Well, this song is an easy one to do. It's from Oklahoma. For those of you that don't know, it's a song by Gordon
Tony?
McRae.
Can you do 2 songs in a row, please?
Why? What do you want? What do you want after? What do you want after? Oh, what a beautiful morning. Or do you want Dealer's Choice? Dealer's Choice?
No. I'm thinking.
Do you want Local Mont?
Can Banana Boat?
Yes, I got you, baby.
And we'll join in.
Rod.
Thunderheart
Can you guys join in during chorus?
Yes.
What now? Say what?
When Tony sings Banana Boat, are you willing to join in for chorus? For the second song?
I've never even heard the song.
It's a song by Harry
Banana
Belafonte.
Boat by Harry Belafonte. You've heard the song, I guarantee.
Some reason my brain
espresso.
My brain isn't red.
Well, when you hear it, Rod, believe me, just join in when you feel appropriate, okay?
And at no extra charge, I'll throw in the lines from Beetlejuice during the opening.
Are we still live? Holy
yes, we are, baby.
We're still live. Jesus.
Yes, I've been watching your chat for you.
How much you have? Yes. Dude. Man, we've been live for like just about 15 minutes.
12 minutes and 11 seconds by my count.
Sweet.
But yeah.
I said just about 15 minutes.
Holy shit, my camera's on too. Who turned my camera on?
Oh my God, don't say that. Come on now. Leave Nick alone. Leave Nick alone. He doesn't deserve it. Okay, here we go. Let's stay on track-ish. I know we're all fucked 3 sheets to the wind.
Hey, Keenan 6. Hey,
all right.
6, you're awesome, man.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Fucking yeah. Lay it.
There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. I can sing, but I can't read. Fuck. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me ride by. But a little brown maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the sounds of the earth are like music. Really? All the sounds of the earth are like music. Not to my ear. The breeze is so busy, it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willer is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. and this is Good Morning America and Canada, specifically here on the 8th. Thank you for joining us. And now a word from our sponsors. The best part of waking up is not giving a fuck. Folgers, for when you don't want to give a fuck. And now, let's do this number for you. Join me on the chorus, if you will, gentlemen. But first, the best way to greet the morning is a little bit of whiskey and coffee. Correct? Yes, quite. Nice, cold, straight Buffalo Trace bourbon. I'm sleeping good tonight.
What do you mean tonight? It's fucking morning.
To me, I don't go to bed till 6 in the morning. So if anything, I'm the one staying up late for you.
Yeah, I know. Tony Stark doesn't fucking sleep.
Well, how else am I able to do 5 streams a weekend as well as put out a video or 2? Come on now.
Yeah, he also didn't live past like 60.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's that.
Hail to Suzanne Eckstein. It's good to see you, sweetheart.
Is she?
Yes, the good old Irish breakfast,
shit.
says Kevin 6.
Suzanne
Dark Helmet
Eckstein.
says, and I quote in his voice.
Okay, so you...
I wish I had a beer. All right, we ready to do Dale?
What the fuck is Suzanne Eckstein doing up in 6 o'clock in the morning?
Because she's a night owl like we are. Why do you think I have an audience?
No, she woke up early. It's 6 in the morning in Saskatchewan.
The thing is, I have an audience.
She wakes up and turns on her computer? What do you literally wake up and turn on your computer, Suzanne? Holy shit.
She's a sweetheart. I hope you get your money soon, hun. It's a holiday here, so the
oh shit, we're live. Do you guys know we're live?
No kidding. Hail to Jason Fox. Good to see you.
How many you had, man?
I've had a lot. No, that's an
because
that's a thing.
Yeah, because I was just going to say,
my
I think
friend,
you probably, however much you've had, is probably directly inverse to how much you drank.
To the end.
No, that's just a bit, Rod. Holy shit, we have 9 people watching. Hello.
Yeah.
And Jason Fox. Jason Fox, hello.
All right, are you all ready for Harry? Are we all ready for Harry Belafonte, or are we derailing from that?
I was hoping we were just talking, but sure, go ahead.
Can we? No, let's sing a song, Rod, and
sure.
And then we can pick up another note later.
Just to start the morning. Sure. Rod, can you please join in? Are you okay with Harry Belafonte?
Are you familiar with it?
Dale.
I'm not a singer.
Are we ready?
Okay.
Are we ready?
Well, neither am I. Dude,
no, I mean, more in terms of like I'm not familiar with these songs, so you go ahead.
No, it's the latest shit.
It's okay, Canadian Spidey. You can join me. Are we ready?
That's especially why I wouldn't be in tune with it. So go ahead.
Y'all are fine.
No.
I just been wanting to sing for like the last 6 hours, and I didn't have an opportunity to.
Just go.
And then we'll get it over with. Yeah.
And then we can sing in about half an hour. So
started. Let's get the morning started.
Exactly. We're celebrating.
Right.
We ready?
It's time to start the morning. Yeah.
Dale. What? Dale. Daylight come and me one go. That's cute, Delia. Day. We say day, we say day, we say day, we say day, we say day. Oh, daylight come and me one home. Work all night on a drink of rum. Daylight come and me one home. Stack banana till the morning come. Daylight come and me one home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, darling, me banana. Daylight come and me one go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, darling, me banana. Daylight come and me one go. Lift 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot, bunch. Daylight come and me one go home. 6 foot, 7 7 foot, 8 foot,
8
foot.
foot lunch.
Daylight come and me one go home. Day is a day, oh, daylight come and me one go home. Day is a day, is a day, is a day, is a daylight come and me one go home. All beautiful bunch, all ripe banana. Daylight come and me one go home. I the deadly black tarantula. Daylight come and me wanna go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and we want go home. Day is a day, oh. Daylight come and we want go home. Day is a day, 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 oh. Daylight come and me one go home.
Nice. Very well done, sir.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Yeah.
Right.
Right on. Yeah.
Thanks.
I don't know why. I don't know why I spaced on the name of that song.
Pardon?
I don't know why I spaced on the name of that song.
Skogs in the chat says I was singing, "Hey, Mr. Taliban, turn over Bin Laden." Oh, ow, my banana. Actually, yes,
That
there
was
is
1992, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, 98, but very, very
Was
close.
it? Wow.
No, not 98. It was 2002.
88.
Yeah, it was 2002 because it was post. That was good. That's a very challenging song, says Skogs. Well, my register is tenor, a high tenor, low alto.
And you know that I love
falsetto,
those.
E and B sharp, and I can go as
That's
low
all I
as
can
high
sing,
baritone.
Tony.
Huh?
I only sing Harry Belafonte.
Well, how did it go? Did you enjoy my rendition?
That was fantastic.
Oh,
to
quote the great Gil, what did you think of my Vogon poetry?
Beautiful. Man. Damn. You
You
know what?
I'm gonna pour me another round for Gil.
Yep. Rod, I don't know. I think we
brought
met
us together more than DC
Gil
did. You know, Gil was one of the
Rod and I were talking in the chat before Gil, but we bonded around Gil. And because you and I were already talking in the chat. I'm sure we were.
Oh yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
But then this man right here,
Gil,
just brought us closer together.
Gil was now DC inspired me to sing, but Gil was the one that put the boot in my ass and said, "No, Tony," because I remember that Midnight to Midnight very well. The exchange went like this. Yeah, he said, "Tony, you can sing." I says, I can carry a note. No, you can sing. No, I can carry a note.
Well done.
Yep.
He said, "You need to start singing on the air." And I'm like, yeah, but the other people are doing that.
That is a very challenging song, Scoldly Jotun. And Dark Helmet. I need something to do. Why don't we highlight?
Dark Helmet. I tell you what, buddy. Do you want to come up here and bullshit with us? The Tale of Two Tonys. I'll send it to you in the Stark Tower group chat. And who knows? Maybe we might garner someone else in the wee hour of the morning.
And then Mr. Angel says, can you read this, Rod Thunderheart, please?
Yeah, sure. Mr. Angel says, Vogon poetry? There are Vogons here? No! Evacuate!
Probably good advice. And Tony Stark, do you mind reading this from Kevon 6?
As myself or as one of my guys?
Oh, shit, one of your guys, absolutely.
Well, I'm not going to turn on Thanos.
No, please don't.
Yeah.
I don't ever ever. Like I just need to buy a lot more toilet paper, I think.
Conversation in the chat says, love. I had to put away the drinks for the night in favor of caffeinated bean water. It's very good. It's also quite well if you mix the two, yeah?
Oh, no. Caffeinated bean water. Absolutely. No, that's what I'm switching to
you
very,
do
very
understand
quickly.
what an Irish car bomb is, love, yeah?
Oh, what? Where did this guy come? This is, oh my God.
You never heard my Aussie, really? Wow.
I did. No, during your show. No, you did Aussie just within the last 24 hours. I saw you.
Well, Heather L's a big fan, love, so I'm bringing him
Well,
back, yeah?
I did, yeah. I did see you do Aussie within the last 24 hours.
Now, I'll have you know that Mr. Stark didn't do me, I did him. It was quite fun, yeah?
Skogly, your tune, yeah. You know what? Anti-derivative Jill and Gil's brother Ari are keeping up Cardinal Sin's
Stuff.
social medias, and yeah, that's a good thing, you know. Man,
To be Flair in the chat says, Suzanne dragged me into this.
Oh
What
my
is
God.
this Texan in
Dark
for?
Helm.
You can't
Dark
scare
Helmet.
us, but those accents sure do confuse us.
Holy shit. All right. To be Flair, all right, we're gonna need some policing action here on her. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I can handle it. I'm inebriated, but I can handle it.
I'm some. Do you know how to handle a rubber hose? Do you know how to operate a rubber hose, Tony?
Absolutely. Do you want me to suck a golf ball through it, there, Sergeant? Yes.
No,
Sergeant?
I mean, oh my Jesus Christ, no! I mean, beating people with it. Holy fuck, no! Oh my.
Good to meet you, to be Flair. Yes, indeed.
That went sideways in a hurry. No, I meant
well.
Oh
you do know where I get that reference from, right? Whenever he looks at him and he goes, "Do you suck dick, Private?" Sir, yes, sir. Oh. Bullshit! I bet you could suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
That's Stripes with Bill Murray and
no.
Harold Ramis.
No, that is Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
With Gunny Ermey.
Is that where they got that
Army
from?
Lee, but I call him Gunny because he was a gunny sergeant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say Arlie Emmons.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to put it out there, and I might be, this might be unpopular, but let me have a fucking drink before I do this. I'm going to say that Stripes is better than Full Metal Jacket.
Well, Stripes is a comedy.
I'm sorry.
You're goddamn right. There's only two things that come out of Texas, to be Flair, steers and queers, and you don't look like a steer to me. Sir, no, sir.
So, what are you then?
I think Sergeant Hulka has it all over him, though.
Oh, shit. Someone is on the ball. Someone is on the fucking ball.
I may be drunk, but I am also a YouTuber. Unlike my cousin. Unlike my iron cousin. My iron cousin, he's not a YouTuber, to be fair.
Can Rod Thunderheart, can you please read this from Mr. Angel?
Where is it? I can. Okay. Dark Helmet, isn't that Dark Helmet, is that decaffeinated instant human? Or the good stuff? Agreed. Nothing better to wake up with.
That's right.
We are currently sponsored by Folgers, as I had said prior. The best part of waking up is not giving a fuck. Folgers, for when you don't want to give a fuck.
Oh, maybe you guys, but I prefer my Cuban coffee or my Brazilian kind.
Mm-hmm.
Although currently I don't have any made right now, but personally I prefer my mushroom coffee.
Shrooms. I mean mushrooms. Right. Got it.
Yep.
That's what we're talking about. Yep.
Friendly neighborhood
Mudwater.
narco agent. Friendly neighborhood narco man.
That's exactly what we're
courtesy
talking
of
about.
the
Yeah,
CIA.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Tony, you best be saying moo.
What?
So Kivan 6, hello and welcome. Dark Helmet, yep, it's coffee for when I eat to function somewhat effectively. The Trini treats are for when I say, hiding the sense of it, I'd rather be happy than alright any day. Oh, the Drini treats. Oh, I think they might be herbal infused. I'm saying.
Yes, correct.
I mean, I'd be wrong. Rod Thunderheart, you go ahead. You drive the stream. You go ahead.
Now he's gonna drive this stream. Well, I'm gonna just sit back and drink. You got this, Rod. Do it, baby.
Go ahead, Rod.
Sedan X-Teen says, Canadian Spider-Man, don't you try and use no rubber hose on my friend.
That's most effective. You know what? Children, listen, Suzanne Eckstein, I know you agree. Children need discipline, and the rubber hose is a really effective method of discipline. I know you know this is true. You're from Saskatchewan. I know you know this is true. I know it.
And Dark Helmet says, I cannot stand mushrooms. The taste and texture are no go for me.
Not even in pizza or spaghetti sauce. Remind me never to make spaghetti sauce for you. I mean,
spaghetti sauce with mushrooms ain't right.
See, that's why I drink my mud water.
Good.
My mud water is microdose.
Good
my mud water is.
Oh, are we talking about two different shrooms? I'm so sorry.
Well, I don't think you need to make every spaghetti sauce with magic mushrooms, Rod.
When they're powdered, that's fine.
Correct. Psilocybin can cook and survive if it's powdered.
Oh, I've had mushroom parties in Whistler in a hotel.
You want to know some of the best shows to watch while you're tripping
like
shrooms?
Before it was opened for construction, but that's another story. Go ahead.
Now, I got a guy that just, deals shrooms and stuff, locally. And one of the best experiences I had just, going for the cartoon vision effect was watching this little Adult Swim show called Super Jail. And oh my God, dude, whilst on the shroomies, it definitely gave me the zoomies. It's fun in the bun.
What is that? A porcelain shattering case of Batista's Revenge?
Very close. Super Jail takes a lot of the hand-drawn animation from the late 60s, think Fritz the Cat level, right? Mm-hmm. And it brings it to a modern audience with ultra violence. So while there was the ultra violent segment in Fritz the Cat in the third act with the hippie activists and the factory, dial that shit up to 11, right? Mm-hmm. And have just a bunch of inmates murdering each other while mutants and magical robots and stuff are also doing the same fucking thing. Super Jail's just fun, man. Imagine Willy Wonka. Imagine a warden. He's just known as the warden. We'd never know his name. And he has Willy Wonka powers where he can just come in. He can come sailing down on a rainbow and be like, welcome to Super Jail. And it's like, it's a fucking prison. So everybody's in orange jumpsuits serving time across the multiverse. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The jail is so fortified that it sits within a volcano that is inside another volcano with a dome over it. It's fucking wild, dude. It's wild. Check it out. Highly recommend.
Ooh. Don't you want to include mushrooms? Like,
I
and I'm
remove
not
mushrooms
talking
from all
magic.
food ingredients. No,
No, he's talking
see,
about the portobellies, which I have to disagree. Whenever I cook Italian,
say what now?
I cook some mad Italian portobellis.
Yeah,
No,
I call
portobello
them,
mushrooms. Mushrooms is where you
I'm
get earthly, vitamins for your minerals,
dude,
your
I
zinc.
cook
and
Italian.
I'm just pointing. Yeah, and I'm just saying too. Since he removes mushrooms from all food ingredients, I wanted to point out that mushrooms, just to scare the shit out of you guys, mushrooms are actually closer to people genetically than plants.
Well, then call me a fucking cannibal. Who cares?
Holy shit!
No,
Hey,
I
see,
want my portobellas. I
Rod
want my
Thunderheart,
portobellas, my
look who
spaghetti
joins.
sauce. I want
No,
that shit
see-
on the top of my pizzas. I don't care. I'm a cannibal
Get-
then.
no,
Whatever.
see, the whole
Tony,
point.
you're a cannibal.
My whole point of mentioning that was just simply because that's why mushrooms are good for you, and that's why magic mushrooms
Are y'all ready
actually.
to hear? Are y'all
That's
ready
why.
to hear Dark Helmet in stereo? Here we go.
That's why
Oh.
magic mushrooms are good for your brain. That's why they're good for.
Idiots.
Psilocybins. They are using them, aren't they, Rod?
Psilocybin.
In
Yeah.
psychiatric treatment.
Psilocybin.
Yep.
Very good stuff.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Rod. Go ahead, finish.
No, that's all I want to say. It was just simply like and that's also why magic mushrooms have been helping remove my mom. Well, not helping remove her personally.
What?
No,
What did you just say?
I'm talking about.
Did I?
Your words aren't
No.
lining
My
up.
earpiece isn't working right.
No, I'm saying that you guys. Well, let me finish. Magic mushrooms, for example, would help my mom with dementia, but unfortunately, however, they have been experimenting, and it has been doing remarkably in advancing research over, as I said, dementia and Alzheimer's.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thus, as I said, showing a hopeful end to it.
And psychoses as well.
I know they're looking at it for PTSD.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
Dark Helmet. Yes, thank you for joining. You know these.
Yeah, thanks,
fellas,
brother.
don't you? So, what do you know about mushrooms and PSD, Dark Helmet? Or
Well, I know they're doing studies and research on it that it might possibly help with people with like PTSD, whether it be first responders, military, especially military people. They're really looking into it because something about the effects of it, they're trying to study to see if it can actually limit PTSD, if not eliminate it, at least give somebody the control over their body mentally wise, I think is from what I've been reading. I'm sure there's probably some other stuff, other beneficial factors for it that might be possible with it with PTSD, just besides that. So I've kind of read briefly over it, not completely.
Yeah, and on a related note, Dark Helmet, tell us what 2B Flare just posted.
That's a great name, by the way. 2B Flare.
It is. It's very, very good.
Totally, man.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Larry discusses the 8 levels of consciousness. Many are accessed via psychotropic means. Mushrooms access a level not seen by the naked eye, but it is also important to remember that it is not.
And
I actually read that and didn't sound like a complete idiot.
The 3D realm we rock in regularly, so it has to be considered, but you can't put all of your stock into it. So what now? And in scientific terms, I have to agree with her, and I have to go on to say, the pituitary gland, which is in between the hemispheres of the brain, both the inner and outer limbic brains, is your source of imagination. It is often considered your third eye, and is not stimulated to the degrees without psychedelics, psychotropics in specific, like psilocybin. As somebody who used to take every substance known to man, I was a psychonaut for many, many years. What she's saying is true. You do see a lot of things that you just cannot see with your perception on this particular level of consciousness. There are many levels of consciousness.
Does anyone ever try to write that down or record that?
I believe you're also Actually, I believe
we
you're
can
also
definitely refer it. Yeah.
I believe you're also referring to the pineal gland.
Yeah, the pineal gland, which is funny because
wait a minute.
Wasn't it? It was
Wait.
also a symbol in ancient Egypt too, wasn't it? The all-seeing
was.
eye, I guess. I think it was.
I believe you mean the all-seeing eye.
Yeah, I think it was
The eye
the
of
pineal
Ra.
gland, or it's supposed to represent it, or something like
The eye
that.
of Horus.
That's that little. It's like a reverse question mark coming out from the leftmost side of the eye of Ra with the little nub on the end, which is your pituitary and pineal gland.
Yeah.
The all-seeing eye, the eye that sees all, the eye that perceives all and knows all. The sun shines onto any and all series of consciousnesses. It's a philosophy. Some of the spirituality behind the philosophy I don't agree with, but the science I do agree with at a fundamental level. Psilocybin activates your DMT
you're Tony
centers.
Stark, so
Psilocybin activates your DMT output. Your DMT provides hallucinogenics. But because psilocybin is a psychotropic and not a psychedelic and that doesn't overload those sensors, you're able to actually, with a little bit of mental discipline and training, able to focus what you see and what you perceive and what you're able to think about and cogitate upon when you are tripping on just psilocybin. Like a heroic dose of 2 grams to 5 grams of psilocybin, depending on your size, weight, if you've ate today, etc., will determine what you get out of that. And there's going to be levels of ego death regardless of what you do. And ego death is actually quite important. The average human lifespan should have between 2 to 5 ego deaths. And the reason why that is because a cold reset is important for perspective. It also adds to your longevity in the long run. But that's enough hippie shit for Mr. Stark. I'm going to go take a whiz and pour me another drink.
That'll happen.
Yeah, we all need to be checked time to time. Nothing wrong with that. It's good for you.
Dark Helmet, what do you think of this from To Be Flair?
Yes, but the universe doesn't let you rock to the extent you can if you're trying to document it. That's getting a little too deep for me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm not that deep of a person. I'm like a puddle of water.
I do like deep sea diving though. Ooh,
I like another kind of diving.
I see. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Rod Thunderheart.
In a swimming pool.
Yes, that's right. Rod Thunderheart, do you mind reading this from To Be Flair?
Yeah, sure. To Be Flair says, a part of the journey is exactly that, and you can't document other layers without the measuring tools for those levels of consciousness. Yep. Totally agree.
Good.
Well, I've heard some of that stuff, like psilocybin and DMT. If you're going to do that, well, especially DMT, I've heard you really want to be with somebody that's experienced with it to help guide you.
Oh,
I heard it only lasts like 15 minutes, though, or the effects are only like 15 minutes long.
Okay.
Yeah, but no.
We naturally
I'm
generate
gonna just tell you
DMT.
something right now. I'm just going to tell you right now that I've first of all, I did magic mushrooms for the first time several months ago.
Damn, you're a late bloomer.
I'd just like to tell you that they last only 15 minutes, but try telling your mind that because if you bad trip, I didn't bad trip, by the way, but
not with shrooms.
It was just holy crap. No, you can trust me. You can bad trip on shrooms. Believe me, I know.
I've never had a bad trip on shrooms. Take it with somebody who used to play with LSD, acid, peyote.
No, but it can have
all 3 of those.
See, my friend actually did, and she thought when she finally came out of it, she thought 2 weeks had passed, and then it turned out it was only like half an hour later.
Oh my God, she must have been some personal hell then. Holy fuck!
Yeah,
That's just it, man. This is what I'm saying. You know, I mean, like you can bad trip on mushrooms.
Well, when you're in that trip, time and space basically mean nothing.
Exactly.
Your brain just
Stokes
doesn't
in
matter.
the chat goes on to say
Exactly.
that dimethyltryptamine, which is a very dangerous psychotropic, is dangerous without a trip sitter. Yeah, you definitely need a trip sitter, especially if you're doing a heroic dose.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I tried magic mushrooms once when I was younger, and I was the only one that didn't have any effect from it.
Yes.
Everybody else did, but me. I was just sitting there watching everybody else just, doing their thing.
There's some people that are so based in reality, which thankfully is somebody like myself who's also very based in reality. When it comes to like low doses of DMT inducing psychedelics and psychotropics, I can hold my own, but we were all 21s. This is the same excuse that I give everybody who used to fuck around and find out. I used to party with Guar, and I just found out that Gary Kissel is also friends with Guar. So whenever I text Mike Bishop later, I'm going to be like, do you know Gary Kissel? And he's going to be like, yeah, I just met him on YouTube. He's friends with you too. That conversation is going to happen. But, I smoke crack with Guar. I've done uppers, downers, zigzags, salt shader of cocaine. We were all 21s. This is the excuse I give. We were all 21s. And there is that part in a person's life where you got to go, hey, I got to try this. I got to try that. And as somebody who's an alcoholic, and therefore has an addictive personality, I knew that I could not play with that shit for long. So I had to give it the fair shake and then put it up. But I did it. And I smoked crack with Dave Brocky, Mike Bishops, and Don.
Wow.
And I've partied with some celebrities too. That's why whenever Gary and I was on the Tower After Hours earlier tonight, when Gary mentioned Guar, I was like, yeah, I know Guar.
What do you mean? Nitrous? Really?
NO2.
Wow.
Okay.
NO2.
We have, but at my work, I have gas monitors for that sort of thing to make sure that we don't breathe it in. So what the fuck? And
NO2.
Right, NO2. Yeah,
it makes you feel good. I get it every time I go to the dentist because I get really nervous at the dentist. Well, not like for regular teeth cleaning, but if I have like crowns done, because the last time I went, I couldn't afford it. It was like $100. But the dentist looks at me and goes, "You're going to be sitting here for 2 hours because we're doing a cavity and a crown." She's like, "The nitrous is on the house." I'm like, "Yes." Except we had it a little too high, and I dozed off in the middle of the procedure.
Yes.
She's like, "Let me turn that down."
Absolutely.
Rod Thunder,
pretty much what
do you mind please reading Suzanne Eckstein's comment?
Yeah, sure.
We'll get back on
Suzanne Eckstein says, when I got clean and sober, I wasn't sure if I would find anything fun or funny again, but hey, I did. Life is groovy. Nice.
Well,
it really is.
Suzanne, you're early Gen Xer. Everything should be funny to you.
It really is.
We were all born in a time before the internet. We knew how to entertain ourselves.
Dark,
I might bring Alistair on to sing that song
we read this one
later on the show, about an hour or so from now.
Yeah, we all. Oh, okay. Mr. Angel says, mushrooms, cats, humans, all parts of the nutrient tree for good pizza.
Amen, baby.
Me not to
Amen.
Eat pizza at Mr. Angel's house.
I'll have you know, hey, Canadian Spider-Man, I'll have you know that the tissue consistency, salt and sodium levels are comparable to pork of human flesh, especially within the quadricep or bicep muscles.
Tony, you're speaking from the view of somebody who's consumed human flesh? Am I correct?
I've considered it, yeah.
Well, no, what I'm saying is you're speaking from the point of view of somebody who's fairly knowledgeable on it, and therefore meaning that you have.
I'm taking Albert Fish's testimony, and he was a cannibal, well-known cannibal.
That's true.
Okay, sure.
Yep. You're not wrong. Ooh, do you mind reading this, Rod Thunderheart?
Wait, taking somebody's view, are you in what way? You mean you just... Oh, okay, okay, never mind.
Albert
I know
Fish, a man who
doesn't.
was very dangerous.
I mean, okay, no, I mean, okay, that doesn't mean you're advocate, is what I'm saying, is what I'm getting at. Okay,
No, I'm not
yeah.
justifying anything.
To be Flair says, yes, but the universe doesn't let you rock to the extent that you can if you are trying to document it. Well, yeah, but I mean, like on the other side of the coin, it also depends too on how, I mean, my experience has been the harder you try to make sense of it, the more you'll suddenly be yanked back down to earth. I mean, I remember the first time I went OBE, out of body experience. I was sitting there, and I'm like, I'd never, ever thought it would happen, and then suddenly it did, and I left my body. I went above the house, and then like into the atmosphere. Suddenly, I just basically was way above, and I saw the sun, the moon, and the earth all basically in one thing, and I was just kind of like, it blew my mind. I'm like trying to
That
like,
DMT, yo.
I'm trying to be calm. No, this is from meditation, and I'm sitting there and I'm just wow. It's just I'm tripping out, and I'm trying to keep calm because I don't want to. I mean, because like the minute you lose your calmness, suddenly like you're snapped back in, and I'm sitting. And suddenly I became aware of a long hallway, and I'd heard of this before. It's known as the corridor, and the corridor. I'm just like, and it blew my mind, And like, the best way to describe it is, well, like you saw it in the Matrix Reloaded. When it's just a long hallway of doors, and you're just kind of like. And the trippiest thing I know, because my Sifu explained it to me. He said that each and every door goes anywhere to any time in past, present, and future. And that was just so trippy to me. And I'm just kind of like, you suddenly literally hand somebody the keys to the universe, or, well, not necessarily the universe, or at least a peek into where the universe is. And, and then suddenly, of course, the little kid me just came out. I'm like, I want to go see the dinosaurs, And I'm just kind of like, just as I'm approaching the door and I go to put my hand, reach out to open the door, suddenly all of a sudden, Rodney, breakfast, and just like, just literally like snap, and I'm just suddenly like back in my body, and it's just like, and it's back in the place.
Follow me down the rabbit hole, if you will. Meditation and the philosophy and spirituality within can also be backed by science. Are you familiar with the term orgone energy? ORGONE, orgone energy.
As different to no.
Orgone energy is a hypothetical, theoretical concept of the energy of life itself. What life itself does is it literally paddles against the otherwise universal norms of the dead black void that we are surrounded by. It is akin to the communing with God. When people often invoke the power of prayer, some scientists that are on the fringe paranormal scientists, which again, that's more of it's all paranormal, all thesis, all theory. They believe that they're tapping into a universal unconscious or subconscious, where there is an energy value that goes against the otherwise physical norm of reality, which in the physical norm of reality, space is dead, chemical compounds are always going to go one way. It's a veritable river Styx to anything that isn't organic. A lot of people often say, well, if the universe is natural, if everything is natural on Earth, why are we the only place that's considered natural? And the answer is it isn't. It is not. It's not natural. Life is not natural. It swims against a fundamental current of the cosmos. We paddle against the river Styx before it finally overwhelms us and takes us to Hades. And theoretically, that is the norm. So we get about 80 years worth of existence, give or take. It was 60, 150 years ago, but who's counting? But, we're paddling against an otherwise ineffable current. And while we're here, we're creating ripples in the river that reach out far and wide. And in the consciousness scale of the Higgs field, which the Higgs field quantumly is the Higgs field is basically a state of foundational subparticles, like as infinite testable as it was. Well, I'm taking some of this thesis from Alan Watts, to be fair. That's where I'm getting to.
Who's Claire?
Alan Watts. Alan Watts is a
You missed that.
parascientist. Alan Watts is a parascientist that
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I know who he is.
Yeah, okay. Never mind.
You missed
All
the
right,
joke,
well,
but don't worry about it.
It's fine. It's fine. Long story short, we are
I have read Alan Watts'
so that people don't go to
Claire.
bed. Yeah, I don't want philosopher, parascientist, perception is reality. Let me just put this in 2 sentences or less. Life is not natural, period. We paddle against the natural order of the cosmos, period. We are anomalous, period. At the end of the day, our impacts will affect those who are in the ripple effect of the waves we make. Period. There's so many series of events, and it's only through the grace of God. It's only through the grace of God that we're here. And by God, I mean God. And God is obviously going to be the person who has, at the very least, 51% of the stocks of the company of the cosmic intelligence and perception. Short version. Oh, to be fair, yes. Short version. I am an echo. I am the walrus. Cuckoo, ka-choo. Carry on. Let's drink.
No drink of that?
Yeah, cheers. Salud, Slante, skull. Morty. Oh, jeez. I don't even know what I'm rambling about anymore. I'm that inebriated.
And in fact, yeah. You know what? We are going on just about
Don't you
1
be
hour.
leaving with this fucking active
No.
chat.
No, we're going on 1 hour live.
I know that I said half an hour ago that I would sing another song. Do you want me to sing another song?
No, it's no. You know what? I think we're folding it up. It's time for
my
bed,
Lord in
man.
heaven.
It is 4:30 in the morning. It's time for bed, I think.
Yeah, and I'm actually past my workout, so.
Yeah, we've been going.
Jeez,
for
Rod,
an hour.
great.
We've been going for an hour. Well, thank you
Who
so
here
much.
in the chat wants me to continue it over on my channel? Because I'm just getting started, baby.
Oh dear, yes, please follow.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah. Meanwhile, I have some iron.
These two mortals are going to bed. I
Yeah,
feel
Rod,
like
you're
some songs.
well. Yeah, Rod's already passed his. We've
Workout
kept
time.
past your schedule exactly.
I
Thanks,
don't know. It's
for
probably
joining us,
best.
Dark
I
Helmet.
do have a matinee to do tomorrow. I should probably chill.
Well, sleeping is good. Yeah. And thanks for everyone in the
for
chat.
Comic Relief Crusader too. Are you going to let us do our plugs before we?
Yes, please go ahead. Absolutely. Yeah, for Comic Relief Crusader, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you got there, Tony?
I got this whiskey here. I don't know. I don't want to be alone. Everybody's going to bed.
I'm not. I'm
not going to bed. I'm going to work out.
Well, you go work out. I want somebody to talk to.
Sorry.
Well, whenever I poured another round, thinking we were going to go for 2 hours instead of 1, I was under the assumption that we were going to go for 2 hours instead of 1. but I'm not going to keep anyone here. It's your channel. Cheers. I'm just knock this back and
Cheers, brother.
pass out, I guess.
Good night
To
to
be
y'all.
Flair says, "Let me in. I want to bug someone."
There you go. Yeah.
Are you a subscriber on my channel now? Did you subscribe to this thing here? Because now, by default, I need to at least have another hour of conversation without drinking anymore to sober up. I don't like being alone this inebriated. I'm taking from somebody who is an experienced alcoholic. I'm not holding anybody to it, but I would like some conversational company. All right. Do you have a Twitter, To Be Flair? What if I told you it's at the exact same handle? Jesus Christ, I am a functioning alcoholic. Maybe, just maybe.
Anybody ever gotten drunk to the point when you're trying to like watch TV and it feels like your eyes are vibrating up and down? You can't concentrate. You're like doing one eye. That was me last night. I'm like this. I'm like, what's going on? I can't tell.
Thank you, Suzanne, sweetheart. Thank you. I just don't like being alone when I'm this inebriated, and these are some dreadful hours.
Good. Thanks for
absolutely dreadful hours to be alone. But I also understand
that is absolutely true. You're not
the
wrong.
need to sleep.
We're 90 minutes past the witching hour.
Yeah, that's right. You know what? It's time to shut her down. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. On that
to be fair, check out my channel too. But check out Tony as well. So if you're, and thank you, Suzanne, for introducing her. Sorry for my my unfixed kid in the background.
That's fantastic. Love it, Rod. Thanks, Rod. Yeah. Oh, there, Dark Helmet has a solution.
I got medical shears. Don't worry.
All right, Dark Helmet, I got your message. I'll just go impromptu. Link it, please. Okay. I'll paste the link again. Kitty, why is they singing the bad songs? Who's making the cat sing bad song?
It's not. He's horny.
No.
Oh, that's the source of the bad song.
I feel his pain.
Yeah, that's a perfect end to that's a perfect note to end on.
A cat with blue balls.
And there we go.